තෙරු පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සංබුද්ධු විඤ්ඤාචරණ සංපන්නු සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරු පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධු විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නු සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරු පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සාන බුද්ධෝ භගවාති ඉතිපිසෝ භගවා අරහං සම්මා සම්බුද්ධු විඤ්ඤාචරණ සම්පන්නෝ සුගතෝ ලෝකවිදු අනුත්තරෝ පුරිස ධම්ම සාරති සත්තා දේව මනුස්සානං බුද්ධෝ භගවාති සාදු සාදු සාදු. Before you take your seats, we'll bow down 3 times. Let me light this candle too. Once again, a very good morning to all of you. This will be my last retreat in my trip this time. I have been doing a couple of retreats, altogether 5 retreats and 2 one-day retreats. Started from a local temple in Klang, and the second one-day retreat was in a university, Shaman University for students. And third retreat was a 2-day one at Mahinda Rama Meditation Center in Penang. And the last weekend one, it was for 2 days too in Sekiani, Malacca. And this will be the last 2-day retreat. And I wanted to thank Buddhist Mahavihara for facilitating all these retreats, have become the hub for many people to bless, many people to benefit from my Dhamma activities. Such a very important thing. So very grateful to Brother Leslie and Buddhist Mahavihara management and Chief Reverend and everybody. So now we are going to start our retreat. As you can see, it's a 2-day retreat. I hope that you already got this, what you call program, schedule. According to the schedule, we have a thematic retreat. This is a thematic one. It's not a non-thematic retreat. Our theme for this 2-day retreat is Upakkilesas. We call them mental impurities. So everything that we will be doing during these 2 days will be mostly on understanding these Upakkilesas and how to work with them and how to overcome them in our life. So this will be our focus. And now I'm going to give you the precepts, 8 precepts. So please get ready to observe the 8 precepts. As you can see, there are request statements. Before that, let's say, Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Please repeat after me. Okasa ahang bhante tisaranena saddhing attanga samannagatang silang dhammang yachami anuggahang katva silang deta me bhante dutiyampi okasa ahang bhante tisaranena saddhing attanga samannagatang silang dhammang yachami anuggahang kadva silang deta me bhante tatiyampi okasa ahang bhante tisaranena saddhing attanga samannagatang silang dhammang yachami anuggahang kadva silang deta me bhante anukampan upadaya. Homage to the Buddha 3 times. Everybody, please recite Namo Tassa 3 times. Buddhang saranang gacchami Dhammang saranang gacchami Sanghang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Dutiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi buddhang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi dhammang saranang gacchami Tatiyampi sanghang saranang gacchami. 8 precepts. Panatipata viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Adinnādāna viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Abrahmacharya viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. Musavada viramani sikkhapadang samadhiyami. සුරාමේරය මජ්ජපමා දට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. විකාල භෝජනා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. නච්ච ගීත වාදිත විසූක දස්සන මාලා ගන්ධ විලේපන ධාරණ මණ්ඩන විභූෂණට්ඨානා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. උච්චාසයන මහාසයනා වේරමණී සික්ඛාපදං සමාදියාමි. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Now you have more sila. You became more virtuous and you have more sila. So you need to pay more attention to your precepts. Not as a rule, but as a self-discipline. We can fool other people, but we cannot fool us in the end. So in our practice of precept, I would say sila, we are going to self-discipline. Not as a rule, but as a very conscious way of practicing these very interesting aspects of our spiritual life. Now we are moving on to the puja part. We'll not do a very complete puja, we'll do a very short puja because our focus is the retreat, meditation part too. May all the offerings which we place in front of the Buddha statue doesn't have a Buddha, but we are visualizing the Buddha's qualities. 9 great qualities. Arahang, Samma, Sambuddha, Vijacharana Sampanna, Sugata, Lokavidu, Anuttaro, Purisa Dhammasarati, Satthadi, Manusana, Buddhu, Bhagava. These are the 9 great qualities. So let's reflect upon the meaning by definition and by context of these great 9 qualities and then do the puja. Let's do the puja together. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavatu arahatu samma sambuddhassa. Buddha Vandana. Itipiso bhagava arahang samma sambuddho Vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu Anuttaro purisa dhammasarati satta deva manussanang buddho bhagavati. Dhamma Vandana. Swakkato bhagavata dhammo sandintiko akaliko ehi passiko opanayiko pancantang veditambu vinyuhiti. Sangha Vandana. Supatipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Ujupatipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Nyaya patipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Samichi patipanno bhagavatu savaka sangho Yadidang chattari purisa yugani Anta purisa pungala Esa bhagavatu savaka sangho ආහුනේයෝ පාහුනේයෝ දක්ඛිනේයෝ අංජලි කරණේයෝ අනුත්තරං පුඤ්ඤං කෙත්තං lokasati. Offering of candles. May our ignorance be dispelled in the way how candle dispels the darkness. ගනසාරප්පදිත්තේන දීපේන තමදංසිනා තිලෝකදීපං සංබුද්ධං පූජයාමි තමෝනුදං. Flowers. වන්නගන්ධ ගුණෝපේතං ඒතං කුසුම සංතතින් පූජයාමි මුනිං දස්ස සිරිපාද සරෝරුහේ පූජේමි බුද්ධං කුසුමේන නේන පුඤ්ඤේන මේතේ නච හෝතු මොක්ඛං පුප්පං මිලා යාති යථා ඉදම්මේ කායෝ තථා යාති විනාශ භාවං. Offering water and other medicinal drinks. Adivase tuno bhante paniyang parikampitan anukang pang upadaya patiganhatu muntamang. Adivase tuno bhante panakang parikampitan anukang pang upadaya patiganhatu muntamang. Venerating, respecting all pagodas and Mahabodhi tree. Yasse mule nisinnova sambari vichayang akha pattu sambang nyutang satta vandetang bodhipadapang. Ime ete mahabodhi lokanatena pujita ahang pite namassami bodhiraja namantute. Vandami chetiyang sabbang sabbatane supatintitang saririka dhatu mahabodhin buddha rupang sakalang sada. Apologizing from the Buddha, Dhamma, Sangha for any mistakes we may have done willingly or unwillingly. Kayena vacha chintena pamadena maya katang anchayang kamami bhante bhuri panya tathagata. Kayena vacha chintena pamadena maya katang අංචයං කමමි ධම්ම සන්දිට්ඨික අකාලික කායේන වාචා චින්තේන පමාදේන මයා කතං අච්චයං කමමි සංඝ සුපටිපන්න අනුත්තර. සාධු සාධු සාධු. Right. Now we are going to practice the walking meditation. I don't know how many of you have practiced walking meditation before. Is there anyone who has not yet practiced walking meditation? A newbie? 2, 3. All right. Walking meditation is a fine way to manage our emotions, our akusalas. It's very practical to see that. On a day that you are very stressed out, if you go for a walk, you feel relaxed because you see other things, not just stay at home all the time. When you stay at home all the time, you see all the people that you may be quarreling each other, you may be having arguments and all that. It's good to go outside, just to go for a nature walk, at least to go step outside the house, and then that will really help. But in the walking meditation, we are trying to, that is just a walking meditation, we are trying to do certain things. Our main focus is watching the whole movements of our walking, not just the legs. And do not walk by closing your eyes. You might trip. Some people don't know. Some people think that they want to practice walking meditation in the same way how they practice a breath meditation, sitting meditation. Walking means walking. You just walk as natural. But as you walk, you are going to be watching your movements, right? And there are two ways to do it. Let's say now today you have fully devoted. You will be fully devoting for this retreat, today and tomorrow. How do we bring this practice after Sunday evening? Let's say you are crossing a road. There are a lot of vehicles coming and going on the both sides. So you cannot just watch your movements of the leg. At that point, you are going to watch what is happening on the road. So you might practice watching your movements on a side, but your main focus will be watching the road and find safety and then to do your walking. So it depends. It depends how you do the walking as a meditation. So here, when you fully devote to a retreat, maybe a time, maybe for an online session, we are able to practice it without problems. So how do we do these walking meditations? I have some guidelines to show you. Mindful walking. As you begin, walk at a natural pace. Do not walk fast. Do not walk so slow. Some people, they are trying to walk like a goose, like a goose. And they tell me in the interview sometimes, Bhante, I feel I'm floating, because you are not walking naturally. You are trying to walk like just as levitating in the sky. Just walk naturally. But don't walk too fast. Some people are walking very fast. They also don't know. Some people walk very slow. Trying to walk at a natural pace. Place your hands wherever comfortable. On your belly, behind your back, or at your side. Doesn't matter. This thing I'm not recommending, counting steps. If you are in a small space, as you reach 10, let's say, now you have to find out a place. Let's say you are walking here. I think today we are not able to do walking meditation, all of us here. So you may have to go to Veluvana side, go outside to this, open garden. Some others can go to the Bodhi tree area, maybe that area. Some others can stay here. Maybe you can do in the walking, hallways too. So you have to first find out a particular place for walking. I recommend an even space, right? Not that you walk by all the time climbing up and climbing down, right? Just find an even place, and you should be able to manage it, right? And it is better to walk at a certain limited area rather than walk everywhere in the temple, just to see what is going on, around the Bodhi tree, pagoda, and what is about the other retreat, That leads to some distractions, So find a certain area, manageable area, to not a very small space. Now this space, maybe walking back and forth, this area is a good distance, something like that. With each step, pay attention to the lifting and falling of your foot. Lifting and falling. But there are other things happening. When you lift, you're going to move forward, and you're going to, as you see, you fall, and you're going to touch the ground, and you're going to press down, right? And then the other foot as naturally lifting up. So watch all these steps, because you are not normally seeing them. You just walk for another reason. You walk to grab something, right? Today you are walking to see how is your walking like. Normally you walk for another thing, but today you walk to see what's happening. That's interesting. But when you do that, be careful. There are certain things to understand. Otherwise you will only focus on that. You might know what's happening around. You might bump into any unnecessary thing. Notice movement in your legs and the rest of your body. Notice any shifting of your body from side to side. This is a very good practice for us to walk straight. Humans are supposed to walk straight. Who is walking across? Animals. You don't need to be a swashbuckling. That means you're going to walk straight. That means you can adjust your walking. Now, people who don't know how to adjust their body, they have back issues. Their back is becoming hunched. So this is a perfect way to adjust our walking too, not just a meditation. We have to walk properly as a healthy human. And then, whatever else captures your attention while walking, come back to the sensation of walking. Your mind will wander, so without frustration, guide it back again as many times as you need. Particularly outdoors, maintain a larger sense of the environment around you. Taking it all in, staying safe and aware. Staying safe and aware. These are very important. Whether you are indoors or in the woods or in a city, pay attention to sounds without labeling or naming or getting caught up. What does it mean? That means when you are doing the walking meditation, you will see things and people, isn't it? You are seeing them. You bump into other meditators and nothing. You might see things the whole. But do not interpret, do not label any objects, any person that you are meeting. You just understand, observe a person, that's it. A thing, that's it. You are just continuing your walking. But normally what do you do? When you walk and meet somebody, this is the guy that I met, not a good guy. You interpret. That internal mental chatter comes in. But today we are going to overcome that. We don't need to label, we don't need to give interpretations, evaluations. We just see just an image, just a person. And when we walk, we will also hear sounds, air conditioner sound, other people's sound. Do not label, do not interpret, it is just a sound. And then you might also, I'm going to make it concise, you might also smell certain things, right? If you are going through a place, maybe the snack area, maybe food area, you might smell certain things. But do not label, do not evaluate, do not interpret. Just tell yourself, it's a smell only. Yes, keep this open awareness, You are focusing, watching, you are walking. You don't interpret the things that you are seeing. You don't interpret the things that you are hearing. You don't interpret the things that you smell. So this open awareness of everything around you. Very importantly, wherever you are, nothing to do, nothing to fix, nothing to change. Normally when you walk, you are going to fix a lot of things, right? I have to settle this problem. I have to finish this. But today you are walking not to finish, not to change, not to do anything. Just walk to see what is my walking like. Very interesting, huh? Fully aware and walking. Finally, when you are ready to end your walking meditation, stand still for a moment again. Maybe when you go to one side of the path, maybe let's say you are going to that side, will be the last walking. So you're going to stay there for a short time, pausing, choosing a moment to end the practice. Now you know you are going to finish your walking when you go to the other side. As you finish, consider how you might bring this kind of awareness into the rest of your day. Very important. How am I going to bring this practice not for a meditation retreat, but only for retreat, but for my wider practice, but for my normal walking, depending on the place. It could be different the way how you going to practice it outside on the road in your daily life, but at least to bring certain thoughts about watching my walking. Because when you watch as such, you will minimize a lot of akusalas. Now when an akusala arose in our life, what will happen? We only focus on the akusala. We are driven by the akusala. I have to be angry, I have to say something. But at the same time, if you watch what you are doing, you are walking, you might forget about your anger. You are not going to concentrate on anger. You are focused on, hey, I'm walking now. My foot is lifting, and I'm moving it forward. I'm then dropping my foot, and then I'm pressing forward, right? And I'm pressed down. So these things will change your emotions. Bad emotions, akusalas. So it's very important to bring it to your rest of the time. All right, now let's get started. It's 8:45. We got a bit delay in the morning time, so we'll do 15 minutes of walking meditation and come back here by 9 for the sitting meditation. So please rise and then start your walking meditation. Some of you can go to the Veluvana side, this side. Some of you can go downstairs if you want. But please be mindful to come here by 9 o'clock. Thank you.